The movie opens in a dense forest. On a desolate road, a couple, Rich and Haley, are climbing. As Rich reaches the top, he sees a dirty pond in the middle of the jungle. He tells Haley to hurry up. Haley tries to climb faster, but her foot slips, and she's left hanging by her ropes. She regains her composure and tries to climb again, calling out for Rich's help, but he isn't there. Haley becomes even more distressed. Suddenly, a few drops of blood fall on her face. She looks up in shock and sees Rich's lifeless body being thrown down. Someone starts pulling her up. Haley, with a surge of courage, cuts her rope, but she loses her balance and falls. On the ground, she starts crying in grief upon seeing Rich's body. Strange noises come from the forest. Terrified, Haley runs towards her car to save herself, but her foot gets caught on something and she falls. Someone begins to drag her away. A news report shows that several cars have been disappearing one after another in that area. A few days later, a man named Karis is seen driving through the same jungle. He's on his way to another city for a job interview. He encounters a major traffic jam. In a hurry, he gets out of his car and asks the driver in front of him the reason for the jam. The driver explains that a chemical truck has overturned about 5 miles ahead and the road is blocked. Karis will have to wait for several hours. Karis turns his car around and calls his company to report that he will be late. But the call is disconnected due to a network issue. While looking for a signal, he spots a sign for a gas station and heads down that road. On the way, he sees many abandoned cars. He finally reaches the gas station. He meets the station owner, who looks very ill. Karis tries to call his company again, but his phone is dead. He asks the owner for an alternative route to the city, but the man ignores him. Karis's attention is drawn to a map on the wall, which shows a dirt road leading to the city. He asks the owner about this road, and the man advises him to take it. Karis drives down the dirt road. After some distance, he sees a shortcut and decides to take it. Further ahead, he sees a dead deer on the road. Distracted by the sight, his car crashes into another vehicle. Despite the horrific accident, Karis survives. The owners of the other car, who are Francie, Yvonne, and Scott, come out and get angry at him. Karis apologizes and agrees to pay for the damage. He asks them why their car was parked in the middle of the road. Francie explains that someone had laid barbed wire across the road, which punctured their back tire. One of his new companions suggests they go to the last station for help, but Karis warns them against it. They all decide to walk, while Ivan and Francie stay with the car. On the way, they find a dead weasel that looks like it was brutally beaten. A little further, they see some burning tires. Karis feels a sense of danger and urges everyone to move forward. Meanwhile, Ivan and Francie hear a rustling in the bushes. Ivan goes to investigate, and when he doesn't return, Francie becomes worried and goes to look for him. She finds Ivan's shoe, and a little further on, his severed ear on the ground. She starts crying, but suddenly, an unknown person attacks her from behind and kills her. Moving forward, Karis and his remaining companions spot a house. They go there for help, but Karis gets uneasy, seeing so many cars around. They knock on the door, but there's no answer. They realize the house is abandoned. They go inside and see that the dining table hasn't been cleaned in a long time. They also find some car keys. When Karis opens the refrigerator, he's horrified. It's full of human meat. He also sees the same barbed wire that punctured their car tire. They all try to escape, but Karis notices their car is parked with the others. They try to run out the back door, but it's locked. The unknown person enters, throwing Francie's body on the floor. Karis and his companions tremble in fear. The faces of the unknown people are revealed. They are not one, but 3 cannibals. They put Francie's body on the table and start to carve it with their tools. A girl named Carly is about to scream when Scott covers her mouth with his hand. After eating Francie's body, the cannibals fall asleep. Taking advantage of the opportunity, everyone tries to escape, but one of the cannibals spots them. They all run, and the cannibals chase them. Karis shouts to distract them, but one of the cannibals shoots him in the leg, leaving him wounded. Scott is shown running into the forest with the cannibals following him. An arrow goes through Scott's chest. Meanwhile, the other 3 steal the cannibals' truck and escape. After some distance, the truck gets stuck in the mud. They abandon the truck and continue on foot. The 3 of them make their way through the jungle towards the road. With the cannibals in pursuit, it gets dark, and they stop to rest. Carly tells them to look up, and they see a watchtower. Happy, they all climb the tower. At the top, they find it's empty. Jesse finds a first aid kit and bandages Karis's wound. Meanwhile, Carly finds an old radio and tries to call for help, but there's no response. Karis looks down and sees that the 3 cannibals have arrived and are climbing the tower. They lock the gate to stop the cannibals from coming up. Carly tries the radio again, but the cannibals pull and break the wire and set the tower on fire. As the fire spreads, Carly breaks the window, and they all jump onto the branches of the trees. The cannibals see them and start climbing the trees. To catch them, one of the cannibals reaches Carly and strikes her face with his axe. The next morning, Karis hears a police car. He runs and stops it. As the policeman gets out of the car, an arrow goes through his eye. The cannibal approaches Karis, but Karis hides under the van. When the cannibal bends down to look, Karis is gone. Shortly after, the house is shown again, where the cannibals have Jesse tied up. As one of the cannibals goes to kill Jesse, he hears a car. He goes to investigate, and Karis drives the car into the house, crushing him. Karis gets out and attacks the last cannibal with a dagger, severely wounding him. Karis tries to untie Jesse, but the wounded cannibal attacks him again. Seeing Karis in danger, Jesse uses a bow and arrow to kill the cannibal. Both of them get out of the house. Karis sees the police car's fuel box and shoots it, causing a massive explosion that destroys the entire house. They both drive away on the same road. The gas station owner, seeing their truck, locks his door. Karis gets out of the truck, tears up the map from the gas station, and leaves.